What's going on, guys? How's everyone tonight? Can you hear me still, Gord?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. So, who's in the house tonight? Let's see you type in the chat roll. Who's here? Elizabeth, Robert, Brian, Shiloh, Paul, Helena, Debbie, Miguel. Another YouTube night. No, it shouldn't be YouTube. Is it doing that same thing again? Let me test that. All right. Let's check this.
Everybody happen to use YouTube on here? Yeah.
Let me check this.
I ate all of my food, Daddy.
Good job. Yeah, I see that too again. Oh, this is so annoying. This same place took me to another window. Yeah, it looks like the same problem again. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is for tonight. So, any wins from anybody? Could you go put that up, please? I want to hear any wins for this week that's going on.
I gotta win.
Perfect.
Quit my job.
Yes, Gord quit his job, so he's done. So he'll be done. When's your last day?
October 6th.
October 6th. Awesome. Literally the day that you're coming here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like,
hilarious.
You work till the 7th? I was like, no, I already got the 7th booked off, so.
Isn't that the beauty?
Yeah.
What was your boss like when you handed in your
It was funny.
I recorded him on my voice memo because I couldn't bring the camera in, so I just put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just fucked my Friday and weekend. He's like, let me know if you can get me a job working for you. I said, oh, we're going to have to go play around the golf there after I get back from Kelowna.
That is too funny. You got to put that in the video, man. That'll rock. You know?
Somehow, if I can edit that in, right?
Yeah, you can edit that in for sure. You can. Just a voice thing. Say, this was my last conversation that I had with my boss as I fired him, and then put that in there. And then we'll just have to edit when he says F shot, just like beep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's way too funny. So he actually was pissed off, eh?
Well, he was happy for me. Like, I'm happy for you, I'm not happy to leave him.
Did he ask you what the hell you're going to do?
I told him I started building an online business 5 months ago, and it just got to the point where I can't do both anymore, and it's not worth it for me to come to work. I said, I'm losing money coming to work. kind of stunned. I kind of caught him off guard. Friday,
and that's the first time he ever had that. Brian, conversions under $3. That's good. $3 is good. I've been doing some crazy ass testing with people with money. Cost me a lot more money per conversion, but I can tell you there sure are a lot better quality.
I can attest to that. We've been doing the same.
A lot better quality. We got 6 signed up for the webinar. Nice. Very good. One thing that I've been looking at, possibly maybe you guys want to start looking at when people register for the free online workshop is maybe being proactive. I thought about this today because each and every single one of you guys is given the email addresses that opt in their names. Why don't you start looking on Facebook who the hell they are? I did one today for Alec. I've got a win. Alec Howell bought a trifecta. Oh God, near the beginning. literally near the beginning. And he finally moved to Vancouver, and he's at my house now. He sent Caitlin the thank you video, and today, this afternoon, he got off his ass and he went down to the nut farm in West Kelowna, and he did a whole bunch of video shooting. So he's on his way to run his very first ad. So that's a win for our team, that's for sure. What about you, Caitlin? Anything going on with you? Wins, learning?
Yeah, we're testing, or we're going to start testing doing phone numbers on everybody's landing pages soon. We're just trying to figure out how to do it for everyone and be able to track it for everyone. But that'll be really cool when we do that, because people are on their phone all the time, right? They don't always check their emails, and sometimes it doesn't even go to their inbox, it'll go to their junk mail. So if we have people's phone numbers and we're able to send them a text before the webinar starts, that is huge, right? Because people are always on their phone. You get a text, you're going to check it instantly or within a few minutes, right? And they're going to click on it. And so there's a toss-up. It could make your conversions go down, but it'll make the attendees on the webinar go up.
Yeah, exactly. So more people more people might not want to fill out the opt-in form, but really the number that matters is really the end results of the webinar. So I stole that. I seen that the other day, and Caitlin had said that she mentioned it to me a while ago, and I don't know why I didn't listen to her. I don't remember it, but I seen it on Frank Kern. And Frank Kern does $60 million a year in webinars, so I signed up for his webinar to kind of check his funnel out, and it sent me a message 15 minutes before, and it said, "Hey, it's Frank Kern. The webinar starts in 15 minutes. Check your email." So for us, we'll be like, "Hey, it's Jeff Hughes, or it's so and so, or whoever. The webinar starts in 15 minutes. Check your junk or check your inbox email or your junk box." And there's no link on it, so then people won't be putting spam or whatever, right? And then I noticed the next day I got another email or another text with a link in it to watch a replay.
Nice.
Yeah, and then also like how Jeff was saying, you guys get all the information for people who opt into your leads. You guys get their name, you get their email. Sometimes it might not be the same email that they use for their Facebook, so you won't be able to find them. But sometimes they do use their email that they use for Facebook. So go and friend them. Go send them a message and be like, "Hey, just saw that you opted in. Wanted to welcome you. Make sure you get the link. Blah blah blah. If you don't get the link, let me know. I'll send it to you." And just kind of like welcome them and walk them through the process.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big thing. The more people you touch, I'm learning the more and more people you touch and the more people you talk to, the more you're going to end up with better quality conversions.
Well, the more times you touch them, like if you were to add them on Facebook, you send them a message, then they get an email, then they get on the webinar, then you message them again. Oh, how was the webinar? If they didn't buy, if they do buy, say, walk them through the coaching process. The more times that you interact with people, the higher the conversions will be.
That's exactly it. Pretty exciting to have a Facebook message from an interesting person so soon after running our first ad. That's the big thing. Those people messaging you, I'm finding more and more and more. And I'm going to give you guys some feedback on what I've been doing lately. Desperate and people that are like, "I'm broke, I don't have any money, I don't have anything." You know what I say to them now? And this is something that's been working for me. I'll just be like, "Hey, listen, I want to be honest with you. Even though you come to the free online workshop, this is certainly about teaching people how to build an online business. And you're going to need to have a monthly budget. You're going to need at least $500 a month. You're going to need $200 a month for product, and you're going to need at least $10 a day for your advertising." So I'm like, I don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste yours. It's $500 a month to operate your business. And see what that does is it sets them up if they want to finance the trifecta. It's going to be about a couple $100 a month. And it also sets them up to have $10 a day for their marketing budget. So, and even if they don't qualify for the trifecta and they don't qualify for the for mini trifecta or any of that stuff, and it's just an Ukon, guess what? Ukon's about $200 a month, right? So it kind of like initiates them into an all-in-one. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that's something that I've been doing on a regular basis now, and I sort of been kind of getting better quality people as well out of that. I have a guy that's like my page and keeps commenting on my posts, and now my ad, when I send him messages, he doesn't respond. Not sure what to do.
That'll happen.
What is
Are
it?
you messaging him from the message? Like when he comments on your post, are you clicking message, or are you going and private messaging him? Because if you are not friends on Facebook, it's just going to go into like the Facebook spam message folder. But if you go on your post and under where he said he comments, and then there it says like reply or like comment message. If you hit message, it'll directly go to his inbox because you're replying to a message that he sent you.
Exactly. What is the mini trifecta? Mini trifectors, the Leveloop R, which is the portable machine, the Anespa, and the Ukon. Clearly, the Leveloop R is inferior. I mean, it's not even close to. It's made for like traveling, but it allows people to get in. And personally, in my opinion, I would never, do it because I don't see the point in getting spending that kind of money on that water machine, on a water machine that's just that inferior. It's got 3 little travel plates in it. It's clearly not as good. So that's what that is. Our worry is running out of money ads before we start to earn. Well, I guess that really depends on what it is that how you're budgeting, how many people you're touching, all that kind of stuff, and strictly also what it is that you're putting ahead for your ad budget. Have you touched at all with Curtis and Stacy about what they should be spending on their ad budget? And sort of no?
I actually had me and Curtis had a 2-hour phone conversation the other day, and I went over at Espresso with him and through his ad budget and stuff, kind of set him, trying to help him out so it was not wasting money.
Yeah, perfect.
So we spent a couple hours going through ad Espresso with him and talking about ad budget and stuff. So his I just seen a message from him here. He wants to look over his ad and stuff. I just ran one ad with him and kind of showed him what he had to make sure he clicked on and what to make sure it's tracked right, so he can figure out if it's a good running ad or not.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I just want you guys to know there's a direct correlation to your quality of people that you're bringing in, the amount of leads you're getting per day, versus how many you end up with the $99, right? So just so you know, if you spend $7 a day or $5 a day, and you're getting 2, 3, 4, 5, you might get somebody that will buy at 65. You might get 65 leads and get one, right? Odds are probably not. It's all through time. It's all through the amount of emails. It's the amount of touches. It's all that stuff, right? And Ad Espresso is awesome. The tutorials are great. Anybody who wants to do like split testing and like maybe punch some money in, it's free for the first 14 days, literally. So 14 days are free. Little win for me today. I talked to an old friend today, and we both said that we do what we do for work. And I mentioned my online business. Then it came up about talking about health, that he's drinking Kangen water. I said, that's what I do now. And now he wants the water system now. That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. There's somebody offline there. Shane's pretty good at getting those offline people. That's for darn sure. So yeah, anybody who wants to learn split testing and like cut your learning curve down and cut down the labor, Ad Espresso is free for 14 days. After that, it's $50 a month up to a $3,000 ad spend per month, and you can have unlimited accounts up to $3,000 a month ad spend, right? So odds are you're not going to spend that much. Any other wins? I know Miguel's been touching a lot of people and talking to a lot of people. The Jesse Garner approach seems to be working really, really good. I just seen Eric Strait, who is like a 5A, just do like a live and talk about his phone number, call him. He's going to do a one-on-one with you. So I can tell you there must be something to that, right? I can tell you at the beginning when I very, very first started this, I did a lot more of that. I haven't been able to do that as much. Yeah, their university package is free. It's all free. All the training is free, so it allows you to do all that. Which,
espresso is the way to go if you can afford it, hands down. I think
yeah, I agree.
it's like you can test so much more, so much easier.
Absolutely.
Gord, you should do a little training video for people who do want to use that on like how to go make sure everything is all working properly and whatnot, what to click, what to look at, when to turn it off, that sort of thing.
There's one part that's important, how you track it. That's the most important part. But as soon as I figure out how to do a training video, yeah.
That's easy. Caitlin will show you how to do use QuickTime for recording your screen.
You just record your screen that you're on.
Yeah, you just record your screen and just do exactly, and just talk as you're doing it. Just
Okay.
show them, here, this is what you click, and blah, blah, blah. You just talk and it'll record your voice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. So what else? So that's pretty much everybody. Everybody's got some wins going on. Any questions about ads or anything? I know I had a talk with Jesse today with that qualifier on the $500 a month, and yeah, Kevin and I would love that. Yeah, the training on the webinar jam, or not on webinar jams, on Ad Espresso. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Or could do that. Yeah, it's super simple.
Perfect.
Any other questions about ads? I know I've heard some people having some questions or some issues with getting ads approved and not approved and stuff like that. So, and what is and what's not working. We go into our Facebook ads manager. It says we have 0 clearers, but we've had someone sign up for the webinar, which would not be considered. Would that not be considered a conversion?
What are you looking at for the timeline? Somebody asked me this the other day, and they were looking at daily instead of like monthly or 7 days.
Or lifetime.
Yeah, or lifetime. There's right on the left-hand side of the screen, you can track like how the time frame of your statistics. So lifetime, 30 days, 14 days, 1 week, yesterday, today. So if you're looking at today and they opted in yesterday or last week or something like that, then it's not going to show that. So make sure you're looking at the right statistics.
Definitely. That would definitely be a thing. Hey, Caitlin, did you ever put together, because I remember before a lot of people were having a problem putting ads together and getting the Facebook pixel to work, even though the Facebook pixel was working. There was something that they were doing. What was it that people were doing and it wasn't firing the pixel?
They just hadn't had any traffic to it yet, so it didn't show green. But as soon as you start running an ad and get traffic to it, and I say that in the video, that it'll be red until you have traffic to it.
Miguel just came up with a good idea. In the United States, target cities that have cheapest rent to live in and a profession that is stressful with hours yet can make good annual income. I mean, that's a good idea. So yeah, I mean, any of those little strategies, and what I can tell you is the more you micro-target, the cheaper it tends to be with Facebook. The less they have to actually search for your people, the cheaper it is. Sounds like we should be using Ad Espresso right now. With the ads we're running, we will be spending $1,050 minimum this month. Perfect. Now, Paul and Helena, like a big thing for you, big thing for you is to make sure that your dollar per conversion is reasonable and that you're targeting people with money. Because I don't want you to go out there and drop a whole shit ton of money on one ad and not have a bunch of split testing going on to figure out which one. And my guess is probably Darren and Mike are probably already talking to you about that. But that's super important to find your home run. Gord will tell you that. Find your home run ad and then scale. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what you do, Gord? Test, scale.
I just started 5 new ads tonight. 3 for Jen, 2 for me. And so 5 new ads, but I split every one of them. So I'm running like 9 ads on one, 8 on the other, 5 on the other, 5 on the other. Like I'm running probably in total 25 ads just by running 5 ads, right?
Because you're split testing to all the different demographics.
I split test everything that I run, at least in some way anyway, right?
Perhaps mention how to track your leads and how to follow up properly. Well, the following up properly, that's, I mean, tracking your leads, that's ultimately however you want to. I know we talked about Gord and Darren and Mike. They're all using Pipedrive. So to track each person that they're touching and putting them in, but you're going to have to manually put them in, and then obviously set up reminders and stuff like that to follow up with your people, right? Because a lot of it is about follow-up. Tons. Is it a good idea to test ads for about a week to see? Well, no.
I don't think you need to do a week.
No, I'd say 3 days.
Yeah. Spend at least 15 minutes.
As long as it's not like, say, like, well, I guess for people now just starting, as long as it's not like $10 a conversion or something like that right out of the gate. Like if it's like maybe $3 right out of the gate for a couple days.
It takes a little bit for Facebook to find you, like to find your audience sometimes. So something that I'm going to talk to you guys about again today, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys realize this, but the more you click on the type of ads like my ad or anybody's like Make Money Online ads or any of that kind of stuff, the more you're going to get them in your feed. So I'm going to go back to, some of the fundamentals of becoming an internet marketer today. Is the CPC that we want to make sure is low? No, CPC doesn't mean anything. That's the most useless stat as far as I'm concerned. The only one that matters is your cost per conversion. Because if you have tons of cheap clicks but no one's putting their email in, you're done. So there's no point. It means that your landing page isn't converting. Mm-hmm. So yeah, CPC is literally, that's such a entry level thing that people talk about. I know it was on the GAS training before, and it certainly isn't something that that I use. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I do. I'm going to share my screen, and it looks like Caitlin is frozen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
You can see my screen, Gord?
Well, I see a tunnel vision.
A tunnel vision?
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yeah, that's good now.
All right. So if you go and you're scrolling through Facebook, so I'm just going to go to my main one. I'm going to find an ad. I'm scrolling through Facebook. Come on. Of course, it's Murphy's Law not to find an ad that I want to see. Come on. Put an ad in front of my face. All right. Here's one anyways, this is for trading stocks online. So, I'm like, wow, this is really, really cool. I like this ad. I'm like, but I'm not sure. Maybe I will check it out later. So if you go up to the top right-hand corner, and there's a little drop-down arrow, it says Save Link. So when I save this link, what it does is it saves it into a queue. And then I can go back up onto my left-hand side, and I mean, that goes for when I'm on my cell phone, and where it says Saved. And then go back to all my saved ones that I did. And here's another one. This one actually, and here's something that gave me an idea. My daughter's a little acting queen, so I'm going to probably do an ad with her. These guys are doing a really cool thing. They're about an online business, and this was an idea that I came up with.
Hey everyone, it's Hunalay, and today we are in the Bali Mastermind house. Apparently this one is sold out, but I'm going to try convincing my mom and dad to open up a second one. If you really, really, really want to join us, put your application in below, and my mom or dad, if you really feel like doing this.
Guys, like this little girl's like Ty Lopez.
I'm training my daughter to do that.
Yeah, man.
Fucking right. She wants to be on the camera. She wants to do this. She wants to help out. That's perfect. Great idea.
Yeah. So imagine, yeah, exactly. And this gave me an idea, right?
Yeah.
So, and like, there's like the taglines and everything. Here's Jesse Garnier. This is the ad that Jesse Garnier is doing, and he's getting a ton of action from it. You know, look at this. He's got 324 comments. This guy is doing everything to touch every single person. So if anyone hasn't had a chance, you can go to Jesse Garnier and look at it. He puts his phone number, everything on his page. So that's another one. Here's another one that I found. So this one actually is a guy named Adam Wenning. They started Adam Wenning and them, they were the ones that started the online whatever pro, right, Caitlin? Is Caitlin still frozen?
Nope.
Which one? Adam?
Yeah, Adam Wenning. He was the guy that started.
Wenning?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, he did like iPass, and he did Traffic Authority, and now he's doing Power Life Pro.
Yeah, so now they've switched from Power Life Pro. This is their new one. And you want to know what's really funny? You should read the it's all about 90% done for you system.
Experiencing life, right? Like, look at this, it's beautiful. But in the past, I wasn't able to do this. I was working for someone else. I was a college dropout. At one point in my life, I was $30,000 in debt. I don't even know how that happened. It just crept off on me, but it sucked. And I remember one day I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across an ad from my now friend and business partner, Adam Wenning. And he was
Isn't that hilarious? They literally are copying exactly what
Yeah. Yeah.
like not even joking, you copying.
Yeah.
They were going to try and like pay a bunch of people from the gas system to come over.
So they're literally, and I would imagine they're doing the Enagic product too, right?
Yeah, they're doing Enagic, but they got lit up in Vegas for like a whole bunch of compliance issues because they're like showing checks and like doing a bunch of shady shit.
So anyways, these are some of the effective things that I do. Like, and I do this every day, even though I'm busy. When I find stuff, like look at this, Brandon's. I watch what Brandon's doing. I watch what everybody's doing because I know I always need to continue to learn. I can't think that I'm going to be, the top guy. There's Jeff Fortier, I got Shane Balances. I mean, I've got everybody saved in here. And I go through and I use their swipes or their tags and go through and I'll test out stuff like that, right? And at least then I have it to go back and look at, right? And these are very successful tools that I use day in, day out to see and get an edge from other people, right? I used to do this with email marketing. I would seed. So seeding is called when you put your name and email address in their funnel, so I can see what's going on within their funnel. I get all their emails, everything. I've done that quite a few times. Another thing I'm going to show you guys. So here's what I got going on right now on Ad Espresso, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm doing to target and how much I'm paying per conversion. So my click-through rate is crazy. My cost per click is high, which I don't care about. But my cost per conversion is super high in comparison. But here's what this is all I am right now targeting. That's it. Like 100%. That's all I'm doing. Honey, I can't have her here in case she starts crying right now. So these are exactly what I'm targeting, right? And the great thing about Ad Espresso is I can go to all my ads, or ads reporting. Now I'll go to all my ads so I can show you. And I can show you this is what they do. And I didn't have to set up multiple ads, but I can go to my cost per acquisition. And there's my cheapest right now, males, millennials. So that's an age category. Then Generation X. Then males between $75,000 and $100,000. That's a good one to have. But here's what I want to let you guys know. And this is what I'm noticing. So when you're targeting like people like this and getting down to people like this, what ends up happening is your conversion rate goes down on your landing page significantly. Because remember all those desperate people are like, oh, what is this? They'll get right in, right? People that are like educated, or people that, they're like, oh, I'm okay, I don't really need it. They're going to like kind of do a little bit more information, a little bit more reading, a little bit, a little bit more touch with that, right? So, and I've tested this, right? But I really don't care. And having said that, guys, I haven't gotten a sale yet on these higher end ones because I just started doing this just recently, but I know it's a matter of time. And then I'm gonna see what it is that I'm doing. So I'm spending about $150 a day. But I mean, if you look over here, I'll go over to my lookalike copy, which is all the people that I've been doing super cheap. If I go to my dashboard, look at my lookalike copy. My cost per conversion for this month, but I'll go lifetime. $1.83. And look at this. My landing page conversion, 60%. So that shows you the metrics of desperation versus others, right? And my relevance score for these people is 8.5. If I go over to my Film Factory one, it's much lower because those people really don't care. 6.8. And look at only 18% conversion. So you can see a direct correlation between people that are super desperate, don't have money, desperate for anything, and the people that are educated, or people that aren't. It doesn't even necessarily have to be educated. Just people that aren't looking for, they might just like Nancy, kind of take a look and maybe I'll go check it out, whatever, but they have the money. And then maybe when they get there, they're like, oh, well, maybe this is a good idea, right? So, and I'm just testing that out. I don't even know. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to give it a month of giving it a go at it to kind of see. But you can see even today, $6.38. Refresh. $7.23 and $3.55. And these numbers go up. I always watch a running balance on all of them. So that gives you a pretty good understanding of what I'm targeting. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because that really is annoying on my screen. Relevance scores. What does relevancy score and all those terms mean, and why is it important? I know this, but others may not. Well, relevance score just has to do with whether or not the people that are seeing it like it. And they'll rate it higher and higher according to the more people that like it. Is it good to have leads off your fan page but no link clicks? Well, any lead's good, but I don't know what leads would be off your fan page without. A lead to me is only people that are entering email address. Video to get them on the page. It's blurry on my screen. Just refresh. So yeah, those are some fundamentals. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the fundamentals because you can get ideas of what other marketers are doing so you can test and trial, right? Do you have anything to add to that, Gord?
No, you're basically doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm just testing a bit of everything, and I'm testing incomes and net worth, and I'm testing a lot. Like right now, I'm really testing a lot of ads.
Yeah, and I noticed that that Jen just put out a new video.
Yeah, I started testing that video today. The only thing I'm having trouble finding my lookalike on Ad Espresso. There used to be a category where you could select it. I can go into my custom audiences, and the lookalike audience is there, but when I'm running the ad, it's not in the menu.
Why don't you send a ticket to Ad Espresso?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I just noticed it tonight when I started running that ad.
You can tag them in the comment when you're an elsewhere. What does relevant? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I sort of wanted to touch base with, is the importance of being a marketer and seeing what other people are doing so that we can duplicate and copy, right? I get my ideas from other people and what they're doing. Frank Kern, the phone number thing. I'm going to test it. I'm not going to lay it out to everybody until I test it for about a week or so. Should I test it about a week or two, Caitlin, before we launch it out to everybody?
Yeah, I would say at least 2 weeks maybe, so then we have at least a lot of data to go with, because we only do 2 a week, right? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then once I know that, then I'll launch it out. I'll be the guinea pig for everybody. Does anyone else have any more questions, sort of what's going on out there? And, I hear some people are, struggling, or some people don't know what's going on. Maybe we can help you out here tonight. I mean, now's the time to speak up and hit us with all the chat and all the talk and questions, because I know there's a lot out there. I know people are constantly hitting up Gord and Jen and asking them questions. I'm sure they're asking Caitlin, so let's bring it to the forefront now. Are there any new ad videos that newcomers can use beside the ones under the file section? Caitlin, have you added my new one yet?
No, I can update that file though. There's actually a couple new ones that we can use.
Okay, and you're going to update in that. Is that in the training too? Have we got those videos in the training modules?
I don't believe it's on the website. No, I don't believe so.
I think we should probably make a little section in there for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any advice for setting up your ads in a conversion that shows up in a different format, like we were talking about this morning on Kayla's post, Jeff? Do you have any advice for setting up your ads in a conversion that shows up in a different format?
I think he means that it looks different, like how Kayla is doing. Like underneath it says it has the button. Is that what you mean, Jesse?
Yeah, that's just a different type of ad. You have to do that through. You do that through.
You do that through. Well, you can do it through your ads manager, but instead of doing existing post, you would do the create new instead. And when you do the create new, it forces you to put in another link and pick a button and stuff like that.
Yeah, and another thing too that I'm noticing too, and I'm going to have to start changing up, and once again, this is stuff that I'm learning, is I need to start saying click on the link above or below. And the reason I have to start saying below is because if we use the Facebook Audience Network, it's always below. And so just so you guys know, Facebook Audience Network, what that is, if you're on a video and you're watching a video, and you know how you watch, you click on it and it goes, and then the dial turns and then it goes to the next video, those are the audience networks, and it'll go to another video, and all of a sudden your video will show up there in a different format with everything on the bottom. Just a tidbit of information there. I don't know if you knew that, Caitlin. I don't know if you knew that, Gord, but that's what it is.
No, I didn't know that. Elizabeth, yes, if you are making an ad, so you need 1 pixel per account. So if you're using your ads manager, then that's 1 pixel. If you're using Ad Espresso, it's a different pixel. So if you're just doing a new ad, if you have a whole new Ad Espresso account, you need to send a new pixel, yes.
No, you don't. Ad Espresso syncs it, Caitlin. So
there's a little bit of a different code. It does sync it, but there's a little bit of a different code.
They add something to the end of it. That's right. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, you'll want to resubmit the Ad Espresso one.
If you've already sent me a pixel from, like, if you have an existing Ad Espresso account and you've already sent me a pixel and I told you it's posted, then you don't need to send another one if you're just making a new ad. But if you have a new, like, ad account, then yes.
Okay, that was my question. So I started running more videos today, and I went into Business Manager and I switched to a new ad account to start running videos again. So do I have to email you that pixel, the new one, even though I already gave you the pixel?
If you have a new ad account, yes. If there's a new ad account, then yes, probably.
Yeah, if you've got another ad account and you've now added it to, that's going to be interesting. If you've got a new ad account, can you put 2 pixels on one thank you page?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
But will it fire both the pixels, though?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. We should test that, because if that's the case, if you're running another ad account and you're putting 2 pixels on there, I have this sneaking suspicion that your pixel's going to fire twice every time, and you won't know which ad it's actually coming from. So my thing to you is I would have 2 separate thank you pages. With 2 different.
Well, no, because it'll only track in that ad account. Like, per ad account is only going to track 1 pixel.
No, I know, but if it fires, right? it's gonna show both pixels on each ad account. It's gonna show that a conversion happened, because I remember I used to have it with Ad Espresso, and it was like showing double conversions for me because I had it on the registration page as well as I had it on the thank you page. Remember that? So imagine if
so then it was hitting twice. The same pixel was hitting on the registration page, and then it was hitting again on the thank you page.
But I mean,
if you have two separate pixels on one thing, that one ad account is only going to track the one pixel.
I know, but then the other ad account will track the other pixel firing.
But if you don't have any ads running from that account, then it's not going to be doing anything.
If you don't, but yes, okay, so you're right. If you don't have any other ads, but the odds are, like for Gord, he's probably running ads from both ad accounts, right?
Well, on my page, I'm running just from my ad account, but Jen's page is like it should be fine because I'm only running the one ad account for myself.
Okay, all right, well, then that's easy enough. There's the answer then.
I just emailed that to you, Caitlin.
Okay, sounds good.
Audience gets it to Instagram or different platform. Audience Network, all that is, so Audience Network is, if you ever click on an ad, so literally, if you click on an ad, and it's a video ad, and you sit there and watch it, when the end of the video ends, there's another video that comes up, and then they sneak ads in there. All of a sudden, you'll see another ad. Go on mobile. Mobile's a perfect one. I mean, that's where most of it happens. Go on mobile, click on a video, and watch it keep clicking. A lot of times, I'll scroll. I'll be like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. And then all of a sudden, an ad will pop up. I've seen Jesse Rizudis ad many times in the Facebook Audience Network. I joined a Global Affiliate Zone Project GM Mastermind through Facebook, and my request is still pending.
I can add you to the group.
Yeah, perfect. It's Adam McGregor.
Adam McGregor.
Name is Elizabeth.
Okay.
Any other questions out there, guys? I know you guys are full of them, so I'm giving tonight kind of the Q&A to fire as many questions out there that you don't understand or that you're having issues with. Okay, I guess I'll give my wins for the week. Why not Instagram advertising? I'll give my wins in a second. Instagram advertising you can do. The problem is you're limited to the amount of time your video can actually go. So they are limited to the size and the amount, the size of the actual video and the amount of time that your video can play. Caitlin, I did get notification this morning of a registration. Still never got one from the other day from the other. Got one for the other one from the other day. Maybe check your junk. And guys, if your guys' notifications are going to your junk, you need to go into your safe sender in your email and say put it as a safe sender, and that'll automatically move it to your inbox. That's it. So. So yeah, you guys can do Instagram. So wins for me. Welcoming aboard Adam McGregor. Adam McGregor took action, jumped right in, and joined as part of the team. And as well, brought aboard Dylan Lagasse. Dylan Lagasse was the fastest guy ever I have seen jump on board. The day he bought in, he watched everything, and then he messaged me, and he's like, hey, dude, can I have my coaching call now? So I had a cancellation. I hopped on the coaching call with him, and he's like, okay, I'm ready to go. Put it on his credit card and jumped in, and he's already through most of his training now. He did his first thank you video today. You know, I'm super pumped for that. That's how we do it, guys. The guys that, like, jump on board and, like, full of, like, enthusiasm and push, 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 man, they just fly out of the gate, man. Just like Jen and Gord and like Shane and a lot of the other guys, like, just getting out there and just going for it. I can't tell you that enthusiasm and strength goes for $1 million. And then my daughter picked this out today, so work hard, dream big, so I had to buy that one.
Nice.
That's what it's all about. So has anyone set any, my wins, 3 new videos running approved and converting. Awesomely. As well too, I've got to put up a buyer. Actually, you got a buyer. I was talking to her today, and I gave her the videos and everything, and I looked it up, and it's yours. So I just got to post the buyers here. So there's another one for you, Lee. Keep going with those. Anything else out there? Caitlin, Gord, do you guys have anything to add on any of this stuff? Anything you guys have noticed out there? I noticed some people have been talking about their clicks going down. Have you guys noticed anything like that?
No, changing all the time, but I don't notice it going down. There's like it's different day by day. Some day you'll get a third or a half of the conversion you get another day, right? I find just like I don't see any. I find the weekend day is slow. At least one weekend day is slow. Sunday's usually busy. Friday or Saturday, they're kind of slowed down. People are out busy, doing whatever.
Perfect. That's awesome. Anything else out there? I'm going to kind of do a wrap up here. We're a little bit early here. What size would you try to target? Meaning, what is the amount of people you reach? You should try to target for the amount of money you were spending. To be honest, I don't even look at that. I don't even look at that. I'm guessing you would probably want at least 500,000 people. If we were at work and someone really wants to talk and we can't because working is there, something we can do. Well, schedule it. That's a perfect thing.
You can set up an auto message. An auto message for when people message you, it automatically messages them back, and you can say like, "Hey, I'm just away from my computer right now. I'll get back to you soon," kind of thing, so that people know that like you've responded. Or you could say, set up an auto message just like, "Hey, if you want to know what I do, click here. Here's my link." But
here's another tip too. You can be really honest with them. If they're like, I really want to talk to you, what can you do? You say, "Hey, I'm really, really busy right now. I do a lot of talking and stuff like that. Why don't we set up a time that I can talk to you?" Then you can just literally, because obviously you're in a conversation with them on your phone, and then they'll be like, "Oh," and you can be like, "Hey, I've got an opening at 5 o'clock Eastern time or 5 o'clock Pacific time or your lunch break. I have an opening here. Would that work for you?" Right? And then you take away from them going to like want to talk to you immediately and moving it to around your time period. I've done that many times. Hopefully that answers your question, Curtis and Stacy. Anyone out there? How many other people are doing video shoots? How many of you guys are doing like one? Here's a goal for you guys. You guys should be doing at least, yes, it's the same link every week for the next 50 weeks recurring. And you don't have to sign up the auto register. So absolutely, every week you guys should be at least doing one more video and testing it. I can tell you that right now. You should go out there, do a test. You have my video now. Caitlin's going to post it up there. You guys can dub in a testimonial in it, and I'd say to put a 20-second testimonial, something at the beginning for 20 seconds and something at the end for 20 seconds, and test it. Give it a go. I would highly suggest that. Videos. Yeah, exactly. That's how they do it. Rocky did his first video today. It was really, really good. He'd never done anything like that. That's all about stepping out his comfort zone. Guys, I myself used to have to drink wine before video shooting. Caitlin was here when I was doing it. I would take 2 glasses of wine before I shot a video. My boat video, I was literally pissed out of my tree. Drunk as a skunk.
And that video was so good too. It did so well. I think that's how like pretty much all of my people came in, was through that video.
No, I would not drop out of Canada. Canada is the hottest, literally the hottest spot right now for converting. The hottest. Especially for financing, but hopefully Monday, game changer with the work orders signed. We're just waiting for the company to sign, and then I've got some new financing options.
Oh, for Canada?
U.S. Canada's fine. Canada is, I mean, they approve better than anywhere in the U.S. It's U.S.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, yeah. U.S. is the struggle, man. Big time struggle. So, story ads can do really well. I mean, Ty Lopez is a multi-gazillionaire, and he's got like millions of story ads. That story ad that I put up there that has all the grammar mistakes, I got to be honest, I didn't do it myself. I paid a professional copywriter $100. He's still got to go through and proof everything out of it. And hopefully Caitlin can add some pazunk to it. I mean, it's my story, but he did it. Yes, Canada has free healthcare. Well, relatively. I think we pay like $100 a month or something. Yes, I will have some financing options. I'm hoping Monday. They said on Friday that they were just waiting for somebody to sign. So I'll be able to roll from there and get moving with that. It'll be a game changer, especially with the cycle of the people and lower credit scores. We have a bunch of videos to choose which ones to run. Some are 5 minutes and then other 9 minutes. Test. That's all I got to tell you. Test. You throw a bunch of money at it. If I were you, I'd budget yourself. In your position, Paul and Helena, you guys are in the position where you could budget yourself $300, $400 for testing. And then when you find your home run, explode with it. I'm not going to tell you not to run a 9-minute video. I've seen a couple 9-minute videos. I've seen a Gaz video that was almost 8 minutes with Julian. So, can we claim the products? No, it's not. No, in Canada, the Food and Drug Administration, U.S., all that stuff, they have their hand on it. They don't consider it a medical device in Canada. In Japan, which is the oldest living nation in the world, in the hospitals, they have them in all the hospitals. So there's something to be said about that. And also their quality of healthcare is way better in Japan than anywhere else as well. So
how long they live.
Yeah, the proof is how long they live.
So if you're going to drink this water, you're going to live a long time. So
yeah. Exactly. Anything else before we wrap this up? Is it a business expense write-off? Yeah, absolutely. Your machine is 100% business write-off. You had to buy it to be part of the business, part of your distribution. That whole trifecta amount, whatever, whether it be an Ukon, trifecta, mini trifecta, everything, it's all 100% write-off. Put it aside. So are we done for the night or what? Any more last ditch questions? Starting to get annoyed by this beard, I can tell you that much. Getting too
I'll have a competition with you, see you grow the biggest one by October when we go up.
Something tells me I'm already ahead of you there, buddy.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll catch up fast. Don't worry. I've won more bets growing beard competitions with guys at work than you can shake a stick at.
This is the first time I've ever actually grown a real full beard.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I'll pass you in about 4 days.
You'll pass me in 4. Yeah, you are from out in the east. You're from Newfoundland, right?
No, you're wrong again. They're both Newfoundland. Cape Breton.
Yeah?
Cape Breton, bud.
Cape Breton. Oh, there we go. Well, you're still way out in the East Coast. You're part of the East Coast, of course. With your hairy bastards. But you got a big hairy back too, don't you?
Oh yeah.
See, there you go.
You just came from the spa Friday.
just get Jen to wax it for you.
We wouldn't last.
You could do a video for that, you know, how I went from being a mechanic to living my days getting my back waxed, building an online business, get her doing pedicures and manicures. All right, awesome guys. So we're gonna wrap it up tonight and close it out, and we'll see you here. Another Cape Bretoner. There you go. You should from Paul and Helena.
I'm gonna have to reach out to them, see what their story is.
Yeah, Paul actually is. He came to my house. That's how I closed him on a trifecta for Darren and Mike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they live in Summerland. He's from the oil patch, and they actually came to my house and the next is history. They are all on board in this business together. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you guys all later.